As the year draws to a close, guys, let's gather here for an annual strategy meeting to close 2024 and open doors to 2025 because it choke. If you know what that means. I can't believe that 2024 is almost done. Where did 2024 actually go to? How did 2024 pass by so fast that some of us are left in limbo? Because when we try as much as possible to do the math with our bank accounts, to do the math with our relationships, to do the math with our investment, the math is not mathing at all. On today's video, we are going to be diagnosing what happened to 2024, and we are going to be putting in some strategic plans on how to take over 2025. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after the intro. Welcome back to our annual strategy meeting closing 2024 and opening doors to 2025. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Naomi Tato. I live and work in the City of Light, the City of Links, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I do videos of lifestyle, small talks, and travels, okay? So if that's what you want to be part of, you can go to the left or the right. I don't know where it is. You'll see the red subscribe button, hit on it, and join my beautiful community because it's for free. Okay, to make this video easy for comprehension, I'm going to be breaking it into two parts. The first part is going to be having a recap of what happened in 2024. And the second part is moving forward into 2025 with a strategic plan for us to take over 2025, okay? So we are going to start with the recap of 2024. First of all, my people, guys watching me from all over the globe, because I have people watching from all over the globe. As we close 2024, let's give a hand of applause to God Almighty. No, we need to give him a hand of applause because we are alive and kicking. We started 2024 with a lot of people that are not here today. People you know and those that you don't know. We started it with them hoping. Everyone started it hoping to see the end of it. But some people were not opportune to. So you need to give praises to God, okay? However, on the second note, let's give a hand of applause to 2024. I know 2024 has not been the bed of roses for some people, and it has been for many other people. So if 2024 was not a bed of roses for you, still give 2024 an accolade. Do you know why? Because it gave you great experience. See, sometimes we look at the bigger picture, which is the millions in the bank, the houses, the cars. However, we try as much as possible not to actually look into the smallest of things, because we fail to give gratitude for the smallest of things that are actually what we need to keep us going. So as we get to the recap of 2024 and we are getting the things I'll be naming that are checked, you will tend to give gratitude, because some of you would think 2024 did not give you anything. Actually have those things that kept you rolling that others don't even have. So number one on the list is good health. Guys, if you started 2024 and right up to this minute, which is the close of 2024, you have good health. You didn't go to the hospital. You didn't sleep on a hospital bed. You didn't fall into any accident. Your health is checked. Trust me, if your health is checked, it means 2024 has been good to you. Because if you go to the hospitals, you see people pay every now and then to get oxygen, which you're having free from God, or you are not suffering from any waist pain, arthritis, surgeries, and so on. You actually know that 2024 has been good to you. Let's go to the other one, which is money. I know many people fall on this list because they were assuming, or sometimes we anticipate so much when it comes to our finances. And at the end of it all, when we tend to look at our bank accounts, the math is not mathing and we just think 2024 has not been good to you. However, if you fall under the list of people who can actually provide a roof over their heads, who can actually buy food for themselves in this crazy inflation, in this crazy economy, trust me, your money is checked. If you actually can provide for yourself now and in the next 90 days or in the next few months getting into 2025, trust me, you are checked. Because I will show you a million people who don't even have places to stay, but you had that place to stay, you have that place to stay, and you can also boast of paying the rent, or you can also boast of owning the place. Then, brothers and sisters, the money part for you in 2024 is checked. Give 2024 an accolade. You must not have 10 million before you can boast or you can be happy. You must not have lots and lots of cars before you can be happy. Just having a roof over your head, just being able to pay for food for yourself and family. Life has been good. 2024 has been a blessing to you, so you need to be patient. Okay, so let's go to the relationship part. If you are a single like me and relationship this year, 2024, did not actually work for you, or probably did not actually yield you the fruits that you were looking for. Maybe you wanted to settle down and the person at the end of it all had to break your heart. That doesn't really make 2024 a bad one. Trust me. Or it gave you the experience to look better, to choose better. So you need to actually thank 2024 to reveal that person and to gain the experience that is going to be worth it to make better choices in 2025. So for me, relationship is checked because you who is watching have gained over time. Is going to make you to either raise your standards, to either value yourself more, to know what to take from people and what not to. So getting into 2025, you have a better understanding and how to make your choices right. So thank 2024 for the experience. If you actually did not have the best from 2024 when it comes to relationship, okay? So let's get to the savings and the investment. Brothers and sisters, if from January 2024 right up till December 2024, you've actually saved $1 each month times 12, that's $12. Actually, your saving and your investment is checked because some people don't even have those jobs or what to do to actually save. So trust me, you are on a check side. And with the strategies will be coming up in 2024, you are going to see how to balance yourself to take over 2025. So let that not trouble you, because sometimes some people overestimate what saving means. All right, so let's get to the mental health part. So if you are that one person that is not on antidepressants, right? Or you are not stuck in bed because you're depressed, you still have the courage to pick on the shambles and move forward. The mental health is checked because with the rumors of wars, people are in war-ridden environments. Just their environment can make them feel super depressed. If you are not in that state, trust me, your mental health is checked, because those people in war-ridden environments are going through hell. And if you can actually, with everything that is happening, you still have the time to put on a smile on your face, take up your bag and move forward in life, trust me, your mental health is checked, okay? So let's go to family. If 2024 didn't give you a reason to bury anyone in your family, that means your family is checked. If you didn't have to cry, if you didn't have to be in sorrow, that means your family is checked. Trust me, because I could count a lot of people who lost their loved ones. If you are not grateful for anything and you've not lost anyone in your family, take a moment to thank God that your brothers and your sisters, your loved ones in general, are still alive and kicking and bear you. When there is life, there is hope, because tomorrow is always very promising. So if at the beginning of this video, you're one of those people who thought 2024 wasn't the best for you, and with everything I've named, and you can actually testify that you have a check, take a moment and be grateful. Take a moment and say a word of gratitude, because those little things that we turn to forget are the fuels to the bigger picture. Because trust me, if you don't have good health, you will not be able to work towards 10 million. If you don't have a family that is still alive and breathing, your motivation can be broken somehow. Moving forward to 2025, guys, let's do something different, okay? Let's do something different that is going to be a blueprint to transform our life for the better. Okay, so on the first note, no vision boards for this year. I'm not a fan of vision boards. Some people do it and it works for them, but hello, I'm not one of those people that will be cutting out pictures of celebrity, cutting out pictures of YouTube stars, and cutting out pictures of this and that and be placing it. I want to be like this, I want to be like that. Sometimes those things don't really work for me. What works for me is having a strategic plan, okay? Because writing down a strategic plan gives me a blueprint of my life to know where I started, how it's going, did I get knocked out somewhere, or where I've ended, the milestones, if the milestones have been achieved, right? Of which those vision boards, trust me, are not going to do that. Vision boards just give you some ting in your head, but they don't actually give you a layout or a blueprint or how to put one or two together. First of all, starting 2025, you need to put someone the supreme above all, which is God. You need to put that person as number one, to be the guide in whatever thing you want to put in your strategic plan for the year 2025. You need to have God involved in it. So you're going to have guidance. So whatever thing is written in this strategic plan is going to be in alliance. In total, what I mean is try to put God in it. So whatever thing you're writing in the strategic plan is going to be governed, or is going to lead you to a purposeful overall goal of what you were created to do in life. I don't know if I make sense, but I hope I did. So put God first. I will just be saying it, and probably some writings are going to be popping up because I don't have a book to write out. To start, I would like to break the strategic plan into 6. The first, investment. The second is finances. The third, professional. The fourth, business. The fifth, travel. And the sixth, family. So we have investment, finances, professional, travel, family, and business. It's 6 because this is my own strategic plan. And for your information, I am a single person. So if you are that single person who is into business, you can actually copy this strategic plan, you tabulate it to guide you so you can know how you're going to move in 2025. However, if you are a married person, come here for a second. You are not supposed to do this alone if you are a married person, because if you're trying as much as possible to do this alone, that means you're not in a marriage. You are a married single woman or a married single man. So if you're a husband watching me, or if you're a wife watching me, try as much as possible to always, at the end of the year, have a meeting with your wives. Sometimes it is advisable to take even a one day out of where you are, out of your home. Probably you can go to a hotel, start with prayers, lay down the cards on the table, draw up an annual strategic plan for every new year. So if you are that person that have never been doing that, listen up. Because if you are someone who is married, you are not going to have only 6 strategic plans for the year like me who is single. Because I will always advise you to add your personal goals and your husband's personal goals to the strategic plans that I've called out, which is going to lead to like 8 or 9 strategic plans for the upcoming year. Try as much as possible to be open to one another so you can understand each other's goals. If you're that one woman who sits and is not ready to do anything because your husband has a lot to offer you, close your eyes for a second. Imagine your husband not there to support, because things are happening nowadays. Don't be that woman who is not involved in anything. Try as much as possible from this day watching this video to pull your husband, put him on a table, tell him 2025 is coming up. Let's have a meeting. Let's strategize. Let's do this. Let's do that. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? The children are coming. This. You have to put everything in the plan so you are aware of the plan. Let your husband not be the only person who is into a plan and you are not. And for my sisters who are collaborating with their husbands, that's very good. Thumbs up. However, always learn to have an annual meeting with your husband before the year runs out, so you would know and get so involved in what is happening, how the children's schooling is going to be met, how the business income is coming in, how the business income is going out. Because when you are so involved, trust me, you are going to be a motivation target to your husband. Trust me. If you are that spouse that don't really have enough money to take vacations, or probably you have kids that you can't really leave to do a vacation, what you can do is wake up between 1 a.m. 4 a.m. in the early morning. I'm telling you, this time is so spiritual for bonding. It's so spiritual to send message to God. Wake up at that time, start with prayers, lay down the strategic plan on the table, and after you've drawn the strategic plan, try as much as possible to commit it in the hands of God again, so it will come to pass. If you are trying to make a blueprint in your business, you're trying to make a blueprint in marriage, in whatever thing you are involved in, try as much as possible to always have a strategic plan. Without further ado, let's get into the different categories in which we're going to put our 2025 goals in. With number 1, which is investments. People have different ways of investing. However, when it comes to investment, I will always advise people to get into investments that give them capital gains, like buying of land. Okay, so if you are that one person that is looking to invest, number 1 on your list should be lands. Because with land, you don't have to put any money in it for maintenance. You don't have to do so much. You just have to buy the land, keep it there, and it appreciates over time. So land is one of those investments that you don't do too much, however, you gain so much out of it. I'm not a fan of telling you to build houses. I'm not a fan, because building houses to give on rent is not the best of investments as per my calculation, because sometimes you will build those, you spend a lot to build those houses. It will take you forever to have return on investment on the house. And when you even try as much as possible to get the ROI, which is the return of investment, trust me, you have to use it again in that house just to refurbish the house, because some tenants will spoil your house to the core. So be wise. If you are that person that don't actually listen up, don't actually have enough money to build a house, don't go and kill yourself. However, just buy a land and keep it there for it to give you gains over time. Because a house, you can, for example, you can buy a land today for 100,000 and you sell it next year for 170,000, of which keeping money in the bank will not generate you such income. If you don't have enough funds to buy land, because sometimes you want to buy land and you don't actually have the complete money. This is Nigeria that you buy land and pay in installments, and that's so amazing. For Cameroonians, I don't know if you can actually do that. If you can, that's going to be a very, very, very good way to start an investment as a small person in 2025. Okay, so let's get to the second, the third, and the fourth kind of investments that is going on, or that is rampant in our society today, which is the cryptos. Okay, so if you are that one person, learn about crypto, get into crypto, learn about forex, which is the third one. You get into forex. Forex needs a lot of learning. Forex needs so much learning. Don't try as much as possible to give people money for them to include you in their forex, because sometimes they will not give you the right information. You can give someone your money to include you in their forex, and your money has yielded millions. However, they will not even want to tell you that it has yielded so much money. They will keep it away from you. So try as much as possible, get the education on forex before you get into it. Another way people are investing today is stocks, which is advantageous for you. It's stocks. Try as much as possible to buy stocks. However, these investments I've named, try as much as possible looking at your finances in 2024. Write every figure as per your finances towards the investment goal. For example, I mentioned land. Say how much you want to buy the land for and where you actually want to buy the land, so you can know that in the year 2025 I'm getting 200 by 100 piece of land in Magodo, in Limbe, worth 7 million. For example, no matter how an environment can be so expensive to buy land from, you actually see a piece of land there for your prospective amount. If the amount is smaller, you actually see a piece of land there for your prospective amount. Even if it means giving the money you have as a deposit and the balance is going to be done within 6 months in installment, you will definitely find it. So if it's crypto, enlist the coins you want to buy. If it's Bitcoin, if it's Dogecoin, if it's Ethereum, write it all and put the amount. Okay, I'm going to buy Ethereum for 1,000 euros. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Write it out, write the kind of coins, write the amount. If it's forex, the same. If it's stock, write out the stock amount, as well as the kind of stock you want to buy. If you're in the UAE, okay, I want to buy Salik, I'll be putting in 1,000. So try as much as possible to be very specific, because when you are specific, it gives you a motivation. Okay, so guys, on the second word is the finances. Guys, your finances is very, very important. The financial goal is something that I've put in the first one, but however, it's better to put where you get money first than where money is going to be going out. Okay, so for the financial goal, I'll always advise you to enlist all the financial sources you have. Okay, be it your job, the businesses. If you're already receiving money from YouTube, enlist it there. If you're receiving money from forex, some people are receiving money, lots of it from forex, because they've invested over time. Forex, stocks, and crypto is one of their sources of income. Enlist everything there. So if you're a landlord, you have houses that you give out on rent and money is coming in, trust me, enlist it there and be honest with yourself to lay out how much those sources of income generated, or how much those investments you've made over time generated for you in the year 2024. And moving forward, you have to be very, very on it, trying to calculate how much is going to go into the year 2025. So let's start with the people who don't actually have lots and lots of income sources. Let's start with people like me, okay, that have one source of income. All right, so always make sure you save 20% of your salary. You are not supposed to save 90%. I know some people, especially my brothers and sisters in the UAE, there are some people who save up to 90%, but it's going to be bad business for you if you are that one person that saves up to 90%, because there's some people here would want to see the money in the bank. The money is seated in the bank and the money is smiling to them from the bank, and they want to be bragging, oh, I have 20 million, how much do you have? But those things don't really give you any good returns whatsoever. Those peanuts of interest, they'll give you 0.125 per annum. That's yearly. It doesn't really give you anything. So make sure that you save 20%. Then more than 20% should go in investment that will give you a return, a good ROI over time. Let me say this about your stop saving money or sending money to your parents, be it your mom, your sister, to keep in an account that has their name. If you are saving in an account, or for example, you're saving in your mother's account, be a co-signatory to that account. Listen up clearly. Be a co-signatory to that account, because the money you're giving your mom to save for you, to keep for you, under your mother's name, under your father's name, that money automatically, legally, is not your funds. Listen up, guys. Don't fall a prey. It's